Alright guys, we are live for Skulls and Shackles Week 4. Good evening everybody, I am Arthur Perkins. I'll be the GM for this week once again. Let us say hello and figure out what's happening with our crew/cast. Craig, how's it going this week?
Doing real well. Did the second level upgrade for Sifrig, and he's now an actual honest-to-gosh profession sailor, trained sailor, and put some other points into some other skills that have seemed to be very necessary on our maiden voyage.
Alright, I see you're saying you have 23 hit points now?
Yep.
That's a good number to have.
That is a
that
very
your
nice
raging
number.
hit points, or is that
Nope.
non-raging?
That is non-raging. 12 barbarian, 5 rogue, 6 for con. 23.
Excellent.
It's good to be a dwarf.
As you guys can see, we are missing out on one of our crew members tonight. Dan is overboard. So let's move on. Lorraine, how are you and Sarissa doing this fine weekend?
Sarissa's doing very well. She's also happy to have reached level 2 and be able to go out and make even more friends/minions. Her life goal for this level is to find some dolphins and swim with them.
That sounds good. That sounds like a good goal to have. I should point out that dolphins aren't native to the Shackles.
I should point out that giant flying kraken albatrosses also are native. But we run into those.
They are native.
That's why there's no dolphins.
This particular underwater region is ruled by a Kraken Lord sorcerer who likes to eliminate his foes with giant, dire, flaming, fiendish albatrosses.
Wow. I'm surprised you could say all that in one sentence with a straight face.
I know. It was so good. I really like that creature. Adam wants it to make a comeback. Adam, why don't you tell us about your new feat? Fiendish albatross style combat.
Fiendish albatross. So Navardi, even though some may think that the creature is not native to the land, it is actually native to Navardi's heart because he's crushing on it so hardcore. At night and in the morning, you see him actually doing the poses. I don't know, what type of poses those are, but they're fiendish, flaming poses of death, and he's bearing his bare chest, showing the scars he got from the albatross, and wearing the scars with pride. And so he's imitating everything that he can by whether it's just his firsthand experience or crew member lore. He just became very obsessed with it. He has shirked his arcane studies and has now took a level of monk.
So for the viewers at home, and I see that we have a lot of repeat viewers tonight, so hello again everyone. We are reskinning Kieran style as Fiendish Albatross style. It involves a lot of arm flapping and forward face motions, headbutting, biting. It's a really brutal style of combat.
Wow. You realize that Sifrig is gonna have to abuse you for that.
I think it goes with the territory. I mean, anytime you do the Karate Kid,
Yeah. Flaming albatross style. There you go.
Yeah, maybe you practice up on the mast doing your crane kicks, just so that if you break your leg, you can hop on one leg and then do a full roundhouse kick.
I'm just saying, if somebody happens to accidentally push him off while he's doing that, I am not fishing him out.
Where did that gust of wind come from? I don't know. There he goes.
I blame the gnome. You can never trust a gnome.
I just want to throw it in here because I recently watched on Netflix seasons 1 through 9 of How I Met Your Mother, and their reinterpretation of the Karate Kid that Danielson was like a little twerp, and that the kid from Cobra Kai was the actual hero who was defeated by the the plucky villain is awesome. If you've watched it, you know what I mean. Oh, it was so good.
I haven't seen it. I've got to look for it.
Also, we dropped a couple spoilers about the Karate Kid 1 tonight, but if you haven't watched it by now, you're probably just going to end up watching the one with Jackie Chan rather than the classic. So, although if you are angry about spoilers, make sure to tweet it at Adam. What's your Twitter? I want to send them towards you instead of me.
Oh my gosh. I think
No,
it's
don't
Adam.
worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's get cracking here. Although it would be funny to send the tweets to the wrong person. If you're upset about something that I've done, make sure to tweet it to my agent at Brian Williams NBC. Excellent. So I'm gonna change up some stuff. The timeline that we have has a lot of empty spots in it. There's a lot of days remaining where basically nothing happens. I'm probably gonna cut those out just to speed things up and get us on our way to victory. Because as far as I can tell, Sarissa has basically turned most of the crew, if not against Mr. Plug and Master Scourge, then more favorable towards team. You know, we never did get a team name for this crew. How sad. So, my notes here are saying that we left off on the morning of the heat wave.
Well, Navardi would like to approach his two crew members, Sifrig and Sarissa. And Sifrig, I want to thank you for your ability to step in and take the punishment that has been that I've been sentenced with. Without your heroics and strength, I would not be alive today. So I want to thank you personally for enduring pain that was meant for myself. And Sarissa, I apologize for many disparaging comments I may have made earlier. For a human, you have proven most formidable, especially when creating ties among the crew and making us more popular around the ship. So thank you for all you've done, and especially saving my hide against the Gawiki. I was thrown overboard, and I thought I was going to meet my watery end, and I would have if it wasn't for your help. So again, thank you.
All right. Now, just to keep my usual level of audience participation going, I only got one tweet this week about the side quest. So anyone that has a one-word descriptor that's following along live with us, just drop it down there in the chat. No big deal. Use some big words. Aboleth, ultimate death machine. Anything you think would make this party's life easier. Like,
Rainbows.
No. Death Rainbow.
Candy.
If you put a hyphen in there, Death Rainbow is a good word.
Candy and gumdrops.
Let me know what you guys want to see tonight. And you know what? We're going to skip through all of that and head straight to the part that you guys want to see. Boarding school. The three of you are excused from your normal duties. And your good friend Kirill is shacked up with the chef all week. In fact, he'll be shacked up for the entire session, making extra special foods and helping him wean the alcohol. Yeah, storyline reason for him not being here. I was worried about that until I made it up on the spot. You are to meet with Riaris Kroon. She's a lovely woman.
Mm.
The master gunner aboard the ship. Sorry, Adam. I think you were saying something.
Oh, I was just gonna make a bad joke. Since his boss is Fish Guts, can we start calling Kirill Squirrel Guts?
Squirrel guts. There's a very specific reason they call him Fish Guts, however.
I'm interested. Navardi is all ears when it comes to listening about the gunner's responsibilities and duties.
Fiendish Dire Dolphin. Ultimate Fiendish Dire Dolphin. I'll see what I can work with. Also, the word that was tweeted to me was were-tiger. How to work this all together.
With 1 hit point.
Oh, man. I gotta see if I can template a were-tiger to a dolphin and just ignore the humanoid rules and see how that works out.
Tiger shark.
Yeah, I like that. A were-tiger shark. In more ways than one.
It'll be a guy with a really tacky haircut with the lines buzzed through in his normal form.
Okay, so you are given over to Master Gunner Riaris Kroon, who shambles up on deck with her wooden peg leg, and she's chewing some tobacco and spits it out at Sarissa's feet, and is like, "So, you're the one who wants to work as my carpenter's mate, huh?" And then keeps chewing right in your face, like inches away from you. She's actually slightly shorter than you, but really intimidating.
Yes, I am. I would just like to use my meager repair powers to help make your life simpler. After all, I'm sure you have much more important things than running around sanding down every splinter.
She turns to look at Jaundice Jape, who's just like shrugs. And she turns to look back at you and spits between your legs again with her horrible smelling tobacco. And then lets out a stream of the most profane profanities you've ever heard. You're pretty sure if Asmodeus himself heard this stuff, he would start blushing. And after about 3 minutes of this vile-tongued wench, that's how it describes her, she is the most vile-tongued wench you have ever met.
Does she repeat herself during the 3 minutes?
No, she never repeats herself.
I look very impressed.
She has, in 3 minutes, managed to describe her opinions on your heredity, your genetic status, that of your family and your friends, your hygiene, and your general posture, and indicate her displeasure at all of it, and your lack of faith in God. As she takes her hand and starts waving her Gazra token in your face, and is like, "Kiss it, kiss it." After you weather this, she turns away and throws a grappling hook at Sifrig and says, "So, you know what to do with this?"
Of course.
Ever been to boarding school?
No, can't say that I have.
She starts chuckling. She says, "Very well then." She turns toward books, and she just stares at him for a moment and says, "There's no way you're useful."
I am very useful. You can trust
As you say
me.
that, bam! Make a reflex save as she just starts backhanding you with this enormous backhand. Like, the wind-up is cross-bodied. It's so obvious it's coming in.
That's a 6 reflex.
Oh!
So you try to roll your head with it to keep from being damaged, but you take a non-lethal, and you have a huge handprint on your right cheek from this left-handed enormous slap. And she's just like, I'll tell you when you have permission to talk back to me. Now, being able to use your grappling gear is vital to being a successful pirate. You do want to be successful pirates, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
That was a good answer. Who would like to go first? I can only take out 2 at a time.
I step up.
Sure, I will. Sifric will step up.
Okay, she takes you guys out in a jolly boat and instructs you to throw your grapples onto the wormwood from 40 feet away. Then tie the
Okay.
rope off to the boat and climb the rope. Sarissa, you are giving
40
a
feet.
bucket full of rotten fruit and diseased rats.
Oh,
And the whole crew lines up with similar buckets all along
Okay.
the port.
Now, are these alive rats inside the bucket or
No,
dead
they're dead.
rats?
They're dead.
All right, then. Your challenge is to keep the rats in the bucket.
A deep tide horse, huh? I'll look into that. So, you will need to throw the grappling hook, successfully land it, then tie off and make your climb. Let me know when you guys are prepared to get trying that.
Sure.
So range touch.
It is a ranged attack roll, not touch.
Wow,
12.
this is slow.
12 is good enough.
Oh, I forgot to rage first. Oh, well.
13 is fine as well. You both set your hooks, and tie off the ropes. Now you're going to have to shimmy along with climb checks. So you're 40 feet away. What is your guys' climb speeds? Remember, it's at a quarter of whatever your normal speed is.
5.
Yeah, it would. I'm
Oh,
the quarter. If a quarter is 1/3 of 30 feet is 5, then it is.
So 40 feet, that's 8 climb checks?
Yep.
Wow.
And can we take a 10 or no?
You cannot take a 10 because on deck people are throwing rotten food, garbage, empty bottles, and diseased rats at you.
You want us to make them all in a bunch?
Yep. So Sarissa, you have the option here to throw the stuff if you would like or not. And Novardi, you actually fall in the water part of the way down the rope.
I find myself questioning why they're doing this activity in the first place.
They're training to board the ship.
Yeah.
So are you going to throw or are you in there? And
Oh, does Novardi manage to make it to the surface after he falls in, or is he underwater?
he can take 10 on his swim checks, so as long as he
Okay.
has a positive or non-negative swim score.
I do. I'm a
Novardi,
+4.
do you?
Okay. Well, Sifric is going to rage, and he cannot fail as long as it's just a 10 check.
I will
I'll do
join
7.
in the fruit throwing. Better they get hit by a fruit and learn to dodge than they get hit by a spear.
If you
Okay.
can dodge a dead rat, you can dodge a spear.
You can make attack rolls at Sifrig.
There
Okay.
should be 8 of them.
So on the third check, You don't move forward at all. You'll need to make at least one more. You actually can't fall in. Your score's so high. Lorraine, could you make 9 attack attempts?
Sure.
And what is
Aw.
your AC, Sifrig? Remember, this is why you're climbing. So, if you're not
Yeah, shield
including your
bonuses.
armor check penalty, then you were considered to not be wearing armor.
It is already calculated in.
Excellent. Then you do have your
So
armor on right now.
I do have my armor on, so it is. I assume I can still use my Dex mod. I'm not
Yep.
helpless. Okay, so 14. No shield.
All right.
And there's my
Every
final
time
roll.
she hits you, you need to make a reflex save.
So,
Reflex 4.
5.
So let me ask, are you throwing the rats, the garbage, the bottles, or the fruit at him?
The fruit.
Oh, okay. I'm still going easy on him.
Well, 1, it won't hurt as much, and 2, it will splatter and make a stain, kind of like paintfall, because I'm sure that he will take the fact that he was hit as a sign that he needs to improve.
Interesting.
I hope
So
the
it's motivation.
I hope the fruit doesn't hit that mohawk.
He would be angry. Oh, really?
Okay, you fall into the water next to Book.
Oh, really? Oh.
I
Okay.
look to see if Siegfried comes up.
Yeah, my take 10 is 17 on swim check, so I'm fine.
Okay, Rieris Kern fishes you guys out of the water and dumps you into the boat. And she says, "Again!" And the people on deck take your grappling hooks and throw them back to the boat.
Wow.
So I have a +4 to my rolls. So the lowest roll was a 10.
Okay. You'll need to roll 3 more. And Sifrig will need to roll 1 more. You get to make a choice, Sarissa, of which person you would like to attack.
I'm going to attack Siegfried. I think Uncle Books is going to have enough trouble on his own.
Okay. Books. Unfortunately, even with all those great rolls, you get right to the end. You're like 10 feet from the end of the rope, and then your hands get cramped up and you drop right into the water. Okay, so Sarissa will need to make 9 attack attempts on Sifrig. How many of those hit?
1, 2,
4.
3, 4.
4 of
You'll
them.
need to make 4 reflex saves. Okay, you fall into the water as well.
Wow.
Rieris Kroon fishes you guys out of the dunk again and plops you in the boat and says, "Well, this is your last attempt, not to disappoint me." And then she goes into like a minute-long tirade with even newer swear words and combinations of words that in polite society would not be insulting, but in her mouth end up being extremely acidic.
Back on the boat, I'm taking notes.
I see.
All right.
You will both need to climb once more.
So fast climb, is it a -5 to your check?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to fast climb.
Yeah, that might be a better idea since I don't seem to be able to make the reflex saves. And I rolled a lot more than 8 for some. Oh, that was the previous rolls.
Yep,
Okay.
you're good.
Yep. All right.
I have a
Unfortunately,
+4 to my check.
you're gonna be okay, I think. You'll need to roll one more, Novardi. You have a you have a +4 to your check? I thought you were you taking the -5 as well for your...
Oh, no, I was not. I just assumed that was increasing the DC.
It does.
Okay.
In that case, you're gonna fall in the water on your second attempt.
Damn it.
You start scrambling up real quick, and then you just fall in the water. Sifrig, were you accelerated climbing, or you're just doing normal?
No, I'd already sent my rules
Okay.
before he said it, so.
You will need to roll 2 more, and then we need Sarissa's attack rolls if she would like to attack.
Wow. Well, this is slow.
So, Sarissa, you'll need to make at least 10 rolls, probably 11.
Okay.
I can tell it's already going to be a good night. Dividing the party up.
4 again. Oh, no, 3.
Okay, reflex
3.
saves.
All right.
I thought your AC was 14.
14. Oh, you have to hit it, not better than. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 5 of them. Is that right? 5.
1,
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
And not a chance in the world I'm making 5 reflex saves. Hey,
You make all of
it's
them.
actually not too bad. Not
Sifrig
too
climbs
bad.
up onto deck, covered with animal dung and food, and Riaris Kryn scrambles up behind him at accelerated speed and throws a rope down for Novardi. And then
I
she,
cheer, you did it, and hug Siegfried.
Yay!
even though he's covered in all
Yep.
this. Okay, Riaris
Nice.
Kroon
Share like.
Riaris Kroon slaps Sarissa on the shoulder and says, "That was so brave of you to attack all of your comrades like that. You do realize it's their turn to throw stuff at you now."
Sifri go give
I mean,
Sarissa a nice
normally when I
hearty
see
slap
pirates
on
in
the back.
small groups like this, they, they go light. It's good to know that you're so willing to take punishment. I look favorably upon this.
Hmm?
And then she indicates for you to slide down the rope line into the waiting boat.
I slide down the rope line into the waiting boat.
Alright, you look particularly piratey when you do it. Everyone
Yar.
is pretty impressed.
Seriously, now that I've got all the chicks on my side, I need to see about getting, the beads braided in the hair, some dreadlocks, the whole look.
Oh yeah, I know about the whole look right here. Look at them beads. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're going to need to make your rope throw. And while we're doing that, Sifrig and Novardi will have to decide whether they're going to be throwing stuff at Sarissa.
Okay, so 40 feet, that'll be 1 range increment outside?
Yes. Don't worry, I've already got what the AC you need to hit is. Just throw normally.
Okay.
Your hook lands. Now you'll need to make your climb checks.
I will attempt to double climb. How many do I need to roll?
What is your land speed?
My land speed, I have the lame, so I am 20 feet.
Okay, you move 5 feet around. Double climb will get you 10.
Yep, so 40 feet, 4 of them? Are we counting diagonals?
It's
Are you
10.